He can't see shit. I know. There's no way. For real. Y'all ready? I was born to do this. Damn! You see this, man? You tired, bro? Nope, but I know you tired. Woo! Out of there! Let's go, baby! Got me on camera, son. Can't have it. Can't have that.
See you at the bottom.
Anyone in the sport that decides to do something different is shunned or outcast. You don't look like a typical cyclist. That has to change.
I'm Jen Kyle Whalen. I have brown hair, blue eyes, and a boy's middle name. My love for bikes started at a very young age,
Here's Jenny with a new bicycle.
and now it's a full-blown obsession. I've raced road bikes around the world with some of my idols. Now I'm hosting this talk show on bikes as an excuse to hang out and ride with some super interesting people. I'm just gonna say it, cycling's a pretty white sport.
When are we gonna drop the facade and see cycling as like the beautiful thing
When
that
someone
it is?
comes along and doesn't have to play by the rules.
Why are we still going by these rules that have been in place forever?
Everybody grows up wanting to go race their bikes in Europe, and that's great, but I think that there's room for more than just doing the Tour de France. That's something that I've struggled with my whole career, wanting to be myself, wanting to bring the culture that I grew up into a sport without feeling like I'm gonna get judged. I came from South Central LA. The transition from that to the US national team, and being the only person of color there was crazy. Being involved in a sport that's primarily white, it was hard not to feel alone. And it ultimately cracked me. All great things come after failure. You have to fail to succeed.
Racing by myself and winning as much as I did, it became like this undeniable thing. I had the most fulfilling year of my career this year.
All these things that I thought were really cool, like from fashion, rap music, and hip hop. When I figured out I could infuse that into cycling, the thing that I love, man, it like changed my whole life.
If you can make it appealing to kids, you know, in the hood, that'll change what the sport looks like. Someone needs to like admire what you're doing and how you look doing it. It's hard to do that when you're showing up and wearing like a sponsored logoed shirt every time from people that don't necessarily care about what the team looks like. We got this stuff for free, here, wear it.
Everything was unrepresentative of the culture that I grew up in, and that's how the concept team was born.
My goal was just break every norm that I've had to deal with in cycling. Act how we wanted to act, be who we wanted to be, ride with etiquette, like old school etiquette.
We created this home for riders of all kinds of backgrounds. The next step in what we wanted to accomplish as a family, we grew that into a professional cycling team, the highest level of domestic racing, the Legion of Los Angeles. We're like, we want to be your favorite team. When we show up to races, We want to be the reason that you're there. Everyone in this sport is longing for change. If we can be heroes in America, we can influence the next generation of kids that ride bikes. We're gonna wear Jordans, listen to rap really loud at races, and we're also gonna be a part of the conversation.
300 milligram and I might as well cause I'ma end up being a villain again. Levels to this shit, I got an elevator. You could never say to me I'm not a fucking record breaker. I sound like a broken record every time I break a record. Nobody could ever take away the legacy I made. I never cater, motherfucker. Never got a right to be this way. I got spiked inside my deep down. Keep all the money, I never wanted a lifestyle. I just pray to God I'm gonna be all right now. I said ain't no love for the other side or anyone who ever wants smoke. Got a couple of mentions, still I don't have any manners. You got a couple of ghostwriters, but to these kids it don't actually matter. They're asking me what the give me the juice. Back on my bullets, my back to the wall, turn my back on you all and you finish. Back to these bullets, it's back to the job, put my amp out and all of you running.
Here's a fast one. Miguel Bryan, Arapahoe Hincapie. He was 4th at Boise. Here's the man to watch out for. Does not lose a field sprint, does not lose a race unless there's a break up the road. He won Salt Lake City, he won Boise, he won Tulsa. He's your elite national criterium champion. Justin Williams, racing for Legion of Los Angeles. Countdown right now. Riders underway. The Audi Denver Littleton Twilight Criterium and Bike Fest. As we just enter into lap number 1. Lighting a fuse on a bottle rocket right now. Getting ready for the speed to be come flying around the turns. All of these guys sitting in, fighting for position, trying to figure out how they're going to be able to win. Coming out of the final turn, it's going to be a sprint all the way to the line. John Harris taking it right in front of Huntley Nash. One thing I'm surprised, the Legion of Los Angeles has not come to the front to try to take control, to try to give Justin Williams an easy ride. Legion of Los Angeles near the front. There's Corey Williams with the camera on the top of his head. Arapahoe Hincapie doing a nice job. They've got 4 or 5 riders, including Miguel Bryan, able to be able to do a good sprint. Can't count out Brendan Rim or Andrew Dahlheim. So they're in the gray jerseys, Arapahoe Hincapie. They feel like they can control the last 3 laps, and so they're coming to the front. That's exactly what they're trying to do right now. Jake McGee in a solid blue jersey on, and Corey Williams in a good position. There's Justin Williams just going around Thomas Gibbons trying to get onto his brother's wheel. On board right now, you can see how hard it is as Arapahoe Hincapie sliding into position. They have 3 riders on the front, so that gives the right for the 4th rider to get into that 4th position. He's actually moving up to be able to work. So Ozzus Flaxus on the front, Justin Owen on the front. Miguel Bryan was the one just sliding in there, taking a flyer, catching everybody by surprise now. Justin Williams, or is that Corey Williams on the right-hand side? It is, it's Corey Williams now, reacting to the situation, trying to be able to go after. Not sure if Dahlheim is still in there. Not sure if that's Owen or Miguel Bryan going up the road right there, but Williams with a ton of speed. Rest of the riders on the wheels. Justin Williams following the wheels. 2 more Arapahoe Hincapie riders sitting in a good position. That was Brendan Rim, so Brendan Rim on the front right now. Riders coming by. Gambler Preem on the line. Not sure who's going to want to be able to take that money. Looks like Corey Williams going for it. He should just keep going. If he can keep the lead out going, he can set up his brother Justin Williams. So Corey Williams right now with 1 lap to go. Picking up the Gambler Preem. A little bit of coasting. One lap to go. Corey Williams forcing Arapahoe Hincapie to be able to use up their guys for that final lead out. Heading in towards turn number 2. On board with Justin Williams as he's following. That's Thomas Gibbons just in front of him in the orange jersey. Arapahoe Hincapie sitting on Gibbons. I'm surprised at that when he's got to ride. Oh, they're side by side. Gibbons almost fighting for the wheel, trying to be able to stay on Andrew Dahlheim. He can get strung out there a little bit too early. Gibbons with a long ways out. If Dahlheim pulls off, Gibbons is going to be stuck on the front, going through turn number 4, heading towards turn number 5. Dahlheim giving everything. Dahlheim is done, so Dahlheim has just swung off. Now it's a sprint. Miguel Bryan going on the Justin Williams going on the inside. Oh, a little bit of a slide of the wheels. Now a crash in the back and riders all over the place. Big crashes. They're scrambling out. It's the first 5 or 10 that get through, but on the front right now. Miguel Bryan in the home stretch. It's 150 meters to the line. Who can match the speed of Justin Williams? Gibbons right in the middle. Is it going to be Williams all by himself in a bike throw with Miguel Bryan in second? Williams untouchable. Miguel Bryan, one little bike throw in front of Thomas Gibbons, but the scramble behind with a big crash in turn number 5. But Legion of Los Angeles, once again, as Justin Williams just proves unstoppable with his speed in any type of field sprint, as he is your winner of the Audi Denver Littleton Twilight Criterium.
Corey Williams, as you said, riding perhaps for the team with the best name in professional cycling there, the Legion of Los Angeles. It's Corey Williams.
I'm lying on my side and I'm wondering when will it all collapse. I'm lying to myself if I said that I'm never coming back. Can't remember all the things that you said or the reasons why I left. But now this room is spinning while I'm trying just to fill in all the gaps. You're so used to walking away, and I'm left here on my own. And never listen to what they say, but you're already gone. Yeah, you're already gone. You're already gone. You're already
Legion of Los Angeles, the black jerseys on the right-hand side. Butcher Box right in the middle, and now Team Cliff Bar in the blue jerseys. So Avolo hanging back. They're deciding to be able to follow the Legion of Los Angeles in the black jerseys, the riders in the blue and green. Look at the job that Legion of Los Angeles is doing. Unbelievable. Corey Williams, Diego Benatina, Hunter Grove, Tyler Williams, Corey Lockwood. When it comes down to crunch time, I feel they are still going to have the legs and the horsepower to be able to pick the pace up to 28 to 30 miles an hour and give the lead out to Justin Williams that he's looking for. Got to be working for Corey Williams and Justin Williams, the two Williams brothers. Brian can launch towards that finish line right now. 2 laps to go. The crowd is going nuts. Boise has woke up as they are right now excited for the finish of this race. There's Ty Magner in the orange jersey, the winner in 2016. The winner in 2017, right in front of him, Justin Williams. Butcher Box starting to move up. Connor Solly, number 17, the first rider from Butcher Box on the front there. Battling for the wheel of Justin Williams. Trying to see who the Floyds from Leadville riders and battling for the wheel of Justin Williams also. That is Zukowski. So Zukowski winning that battle right now. Zukowski in that green jersey on the wheel of Justin Williams. This is Bell Lap with 1 lap to go. This is where Legion of Los Angeles has to be able to get it done. The rider in the front right now just take turns 1 and 2. Then the rider behind him just needs to be able to take turns 2 to 3. And then Corey Williams can go 3 to 4 and just around 4 to be able to launch Justin Williams. Legion of Los Angeles on the front. Zukowski, that's the rider in the blue jersey following. Miguel Bryan, I talked about from Arapahoe and Kepi, diving up on the inside, taking the inside on Justin Williams. That's Miguel Bryan from Arapahoe and Kepi. So it's Corey Williams, Miguel Bryan, Justin Williams, and now it's coming down to the final stretch. 200 meters to the line. And Justin Williams with the Stars and Stripes jersey trying to be able to hold him up. Even time to salute as Justin Williams wins the 2019 Boise Twilight Criterium unofficially. Zukowski second in 2018, second again in 2019. Justin Williams, unbelievable how strong, how fast, how smart he is as he just took the win here at the Boise Twilight Criterium.
I'm just kicking back. I wait here for you to figure out just what life is to you now.
See Justin Williams on the left-hand side, nobody on the wheel. Zukowski coming up behind, but it's not. It's going to be Corey Williams coming in third.
I got just what you want, what you need. Now come home to me.
Oh, yeah, oh, that's right, oh, yeah,
I was raised by the wolves. I was raised by the wolves. I was raised by the wolves. Ate till they full. Run through the night, playing with your life. Going against the pack, that's risking your life. Better play it right, yeah, you better play it right. I got loyalty and blood. I do anything for love and everything for us. Doing everything like everything ain't been too much. You know my favorite time to come through for you is the clutch. Last second, what a rush. Look, I'm the type to talk to the stars. Straight up, these ain't tattoos, these are scars. My young dogs will tear you when the witnesses apart. They care about starving more than they do by the charge. Me, I can't break a commitment. I done seen people fuck up the whole team cause they couldn't play their position. Talking about they didn't mean it, bitch. You know the road to hell was paved with good intentions. I see myself in my nemesis. I contemplate forgiveness. I think I lost all my innocence. Hold my life depend on this. This ain't no simple sucker shit. Try and steal and you get bit. That's what you motherfucking get. I feel my own life. Put my back against the wall just to see how much I grown, dog. I was raised by the wolves, ate till they full. Run through the night, playing with your life. Go and get the pack, that's risking your life. Better play it right, better play it right. I was raised by the wolves, ate till they full. Run through the night, playing with your life. Go and get the pack, that's risking your life. Better play it right, yeah, you better play it right. I was raised by the wolves, paid on my dues. Always in the game and never played by the rules. Try to make me leave, fell down to my knees. Pick myself up and turn my back to the breeze. Oh, spend a million on a million, mama, look at me. With all these diamond chokers, man, it's getting hard to breathe. Thought that you were family, cause some princes of my dreams. But if you in my circle, know I'll always be around. Don't let me down. You said you died for me, where there's the ground. Ice on my wrist, ice in my veins. But it's a cold, cold world, and you could be predator, you could be prey. I was raised by...
Let's watch these guys in order. Help me out. We're counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. it is time to hit out. So riders, I will count you down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are racing. Pro men out on course.
Well, it's the moment we've been waiting for. Day number 2 of the St. Francis Health System. Tulsa Tough here in Tulsa Arts District is the race is underway. The men's pro race, 80 minutes of racing. As this race plays out, we're going to see, you'll be able to discover kind of the tactics of some of these teams and what they have in mind if they want this race to be able to break apart or if they plan to try to keep it together. I think it's just a matter of sitting in and just waiting. You just, I mean, right? When it's going this fast, you just have to wait for it to slow down to be able to attack, maybe counterattack, let a gap establish itself. The thing is, with a full squad of 6 riders, if it came down to it and the break did go up the road, you didn't have anybody, you would have the ability to be able to put some guys in the front to be able to chase, depending on who else wasn't there. It depends on who's got the most at stake.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that would be the strategy, but that is not what we want to do. And then chasing on a circuit like this is always going to be difficult. It's going to be tough. You can see. My guess is that group is going to come back together. I mean, that's just much too.
I think it's too big of a group. I would agree with you.
That doesn't mean that group's not going to split right when it gets caught, though.
The other part, Justin Williams has missed out on this group. Bassetti, he's the danger man. This race has not been able to figure out what they want to do. Every team, every rider pretty much having a different idea of how they're going to conquer this race. Oh, and a massive pileup. Riders trying to be able to attack and trying to be able to chase back on, but this is called massive free lap time. Didn't quite see how that took place, but a lot of guys standing around. Here we go, coming into turn number 1. Oh, sliding out right there. So it's Arapahoe Hincappy going down first. That's number 30, Seth Jones. And that's going to be dangerous and tricky going into the free lap. Now, one thing is, if you go into the free lap, you can only be thrown back in with the main field. So you can attack right now like these guys, get into the breakaway, and have a chance of getting away from everybody else. Thought that was Corey Williams maybe leading the field right there, trying to be able to bring back the 5 riders. Almost, I'm going to call it all back together right now. Man, it is strung out. It has been non-stop and unbelievable. They have brought back the race leaders. With 30 minutes left of racing, it is one group on the front. Sheehan controlling things. Tanner Ward is in the blue jersey. Corey Williams, Legion of Los Angeles, with a GoPro on top of his helmet, sitting on the outside as one rider is attacking. So Diego Benatina from the Legion of Los Angeles. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wouldn't want to be an official on a free lap like this, because all of these guys about to be thrown in. Hopefully these riders know to stay to the far right-hand side of the road, because this is a big pack. You know how you fight for position at the start of the race? You have to fight for position in pit road to be able to come out and be in a good position in the front of this race. Corey Williams on the far right-hand side. That's why Corey Williams swinging off, trying to prevent Elevate KHS from getting up there. Yesterday, I think in about 10 laps to go, maybe 9 laps to go, we actually saw Legion of Los Angeles come up to the front and start setting tempo so that their sprinter, Justin Williams, could sit in and stay as fresh as possible. And it worked out perfectly for them yesterday, and that's exactly what they're doing today. Rinse and repeat, that's what these guys are doing right now, as Legion of Los Angeles on the front. Despite having a rider in the breakaway, they're trying to keep their sprinter, Justin Williams, in a good position. Justin Williams wearing the overall Omnium Leaders jersey. You can't cover up the Stars and Stripes jersey. I mean, it stands out. I like seeing that U.S. Crit Champion jersey on Justin Williams, and after a big win yesterday leading the Omnium Series, got to have some good confidence getting ready to head into whenever the Elite Criterium and Road Nationals will be coming up. See if he can repeat his performance. Elevate KHS in the light blue jerseys lined up right behind Legion of Los Angeles. This is definitely an on weekend for Legion of Los Angeles. Pretty impressive, actually, the way the entire team has been riding, the way they stayed in the front. They kept Justin Williams out of trouble. That's exactly what they're doing right now. So you'll still see Legion of Los Angeles just kind of riding on the front. Main reason they're riding on the front so Justin Williams can have that fifth wheel position and not have to fight for position to be able to stay as rested as possible. It's what they did yesterday. They don't really have any intention on catching the leaders. They got a guy up there, but right now it's just it's kind of an unwritten cycling rule. If you ride on the front, your team gets to ride behind you, and that's what is happening with Legion of Los Angeles in the black jerseys. Lead group has been brought back together, and so it's Grupo Compacto, as they say. Tanner Ward said, I put in my time, enough is enough. It's a fantastic ride by him. A lot of looking around right now from Legion of Los Angeles. Keeping it going good as Corey Williams, a very fast sprinter also on the front. Corey Williams on there. Sean McElroy is in there as these three riders now working well to try to keep Justin Williams right there in the fourth wheel. If Justin Williams can actually remain in that fourth wheel, he can launch an explosive sprint. He's got a turbo like not a lot of riders have, but he's going to be challenged today as Elevate KHS starting to be able to come up along with Texas Roadhouse. 2 laps to go right now. Corey Williams, I'm not sure, he's shaking his head. He might be done. So Corey Williams swinging wide. He is done. That was a final mad dash to the line. Now you got to remember, these guys are professionals. They can put out a ton of watts. They're extremely strong. But that's how fast this race is going. Corey Williams just can't go any longer. The leg's filling up with lactic acid. He is done. A fantastic ride right now by Sean McElroy. Second at Clarendon Cup. That's 100K Criterium. This is probably going to turn out to almost be 100K. The speed that they have been going. But it's Bell lap. Final lap. 1 lap to go. Oh, and a big crash with Gibbons going down. An overlap of the wheel. So a bunch of riders caught up. Arapahoe Hincapie riders caught up. Hernandez caught up in it. Looked like Simpson caught up into it. And look at the split. You had to be in the top 10. So Gibbons, 6th overall in the Omnium, is going to get nothing with points. As you can see the split as we go back up to our leaders. Looking at the front group right now, trying to be able to focus on that. Justin Williams staying out of trouble. McElroy, he's on his last breath. Look how small the group is. Not a lot of riders to be able to flat. Sam Bassetti now starting to be able to move up. Flaxus trying to follow that wheel. It's getting aggressive right now. So Flaxus in the gray jersey, that's a 4th position. Summerhill looking behind saying, hey, come on, Holloway, get on my wheel. McElroy, can he keep the speed high? Justin Williams starting to go. So Summerhill going by, Holloway swinging around the outside. We talked about him winning here in 2018. Can he repeat it? The fastest of the fast. Look at Justin Williams going to go wide. Justin Williams with the Omnium Leaders jersey flying up the middle. Holloway trying to challenge him. Holloway fading back, and Sam Bassetti now trying to come up. And it's Justin Williams, day number 1 and day number 2, winning back-to-back days. Nobody can match